Today we're checking out Kid Icarus. And you might be saying, well, that's an NES game. What's so special? This is Kid Icarus on the Super Nintendo. With some modifications. It seems to be a thing. I just keep seeing more. There are a dedicated group of people, different people, who are interested in moving games from the NES to the Super Nintendo. With, not always, but sometimes additions, or modifications, or changes, or quality of life, or whatever. And it's really neat. I've said it before, and I love what fans are capable of doing. This is Kid Icarus SNES port, revision C. So that's already another one. This, first of all, I'm going to mention this is. Let's dive right in. Oh shit! Man, go back. I want to hear the music. While we jump into this, ported by Rumblemins on Twitter, by the way. I have the link in the description. You can change the palette. You can change whether or not it uses the 3DS backgrounds, which we can talk about, and we can change whether or not it uses different music. So, this is basically, it's a one-to-one port. If that makes any sense. Sorry, checking something. Angel Land Story, and I like Kid Icarus. It's not my favorite, it's not a game, I think I've never beaten it. I really gotta turn off the setting where it, like, lets me click on. I'm reading from, there's a readme. So, it is essentially a one-to-one port for the Super Nintendo. This actually works on a real Super Nintendo cartridge. You can get this working. You can hear it right now. It's already new music. So there's a couple things, one of which is crazy, but is something that was already made. It just is now lumped in. So one of the main things that this has is a randomizer. I know, another one. I'm gonna play the base game. I'll check it out after the end, but because I've never even beat Kid Icarus. What makes you think I can handle randomizer? Well, they have a Kid Icarus randomizer that I think was already built, which has an option, which has various options. It does a lot of things. I'm not going to explain them. If you're interested, play them. Another option that we turned on are 3DS backgrounds. For those who don't know, and I guess I could show it off. I have it somewhere. Kid Icarus was re-released on the 3DS, and it was not released like a bare bones basic port. Here, let me swap over to this screen. Here's their descriptions, by the way. But no, the 3DS version of Kid Icarus is called the 3DS Classics version. Which I wish I owned, because in hindsight, I wish I bought a lot more of these 3D Classics. The 3DS Classics series on the 3DS were not ports. I mean, they were ports, but they were ports with some additions. One of the main things is you could save. There's 3D. I mean, one of the main things is that there's 3D. It has 3D support. And that the backgrounds in the game, they have them. It's not just black. There's actual backgrounds in the back. The one thing that the 3DS versions did have that this doesn't have is that there was classic and custom mode. Custom mode basically made the game easier. It had nicer controls. That's not here. But we have the backgrounds. We have the visual additions from the 3DS Classics version. Should be using this screen. Which is interesting. That's cool. And then, of course, it has enhanced music, which is super neat. So we're just gonna start. Look at this. It's like a whole different game. I've never beaten Kid Icarus. It's always a game I've wanted to beat because with all intents and purposes, it should be a game I would really like. And I think it is a game I can like. I just haven't given it the time and attention yet. And it's hard. Although, from what I've heard, Icarus is the kind of game that actually only gets easier as time goes on, not harder. Like, apparently, it has an inverse difficulty curve, where you start off and the game's fucking miserable, and then you get further and further, it's nicer. I don't know the full veracity of that, and I don't know the full difficulty of everything else. I know there are some maze-like elements of it, like traditional games, which I'm all too familiar with, because it feels like every other game I play, I start making maps. Although I have to say, I keep realizing more and more how much I really like NES games. Oh no, I'm finished! I'll turn this up a little bit for y'all. Just a little bit. Beautiful. Yeah, I saw this and I really wanted to check it out. Because it's neat. And again, this is playing on Super Nintendo. I'm using BSNES. Sorry, Nintendo. If you ever see this, just close your eyes. You saw nothing. It's fine. You didn't see anything here. But you could download this. You can put this on a real SNES card and play it. With all of its wacky additions. And I think the randomizer. I thought about, like, I was thinking about marketing for videos. It's like, I could sell it on the randomizer. But no one cared. I'm sorry. Nobody's... Some people care about Kid Icarus. The person who made this cares about Kid Icarus. But most people don't. It is not the world's most popular Nintendo franchise. Only people like Sakurai care about Kid Icarus. And you know what? I like Sakurai. Many people do, for very specific reasons. He cared enough to make a new game. He must have been passionate about the series, right? Good old Saki himself. What's in this? This is the... Oh, fuck. Nope. I said, oh, fuck, and I'm doing fine. Honestly, stuff like the NES with Championship Edition kind of probably helped with this a little bit. You realize that, oh, yeah. There's just a pattern to all this. You just, you know, not that the pattern's obvious, it's all kind of random, but you can just do that and you're done. Easy. I'm skipping all this. I actually think I'm not, like, horrible at this game. I'm not gonna say I'm good. I don't know this game, and there's after a certain part, I will have, like, it'll all be blind. But play-wise, it's like, oh, I can handle this. I've played other NES games of a similar ilk. Ilklamore Batat. Oh, shit. Fuck. You didn't see me. This, I know the order of. What? Wait, what? I thought the order was top down. Oh, fuck. I guess I was wrong. Never mind. I do not know the order. I completely lied. But, like, this game is like you adventure, and there's, like, exploration and RPG mechanics, and you shoot, and you think it's a game that I would really like. But where the fuck did you come from? Reaper asshole. What are these guys called again? Die. You're fine. But, I mean, clearly they're fans. Aside from Sakurai, who did Kid Icarus Uprising, and I'm going to talk about that, because that's a game I've never played. Which I could stream now. If I want to play it, I can. I just need a copy of it. Which are ludicrously expensive. But no, I mean, the fact that this even exists, that someone took the time to port the game from the NES to the SNES, to give it some cool quality of life features, or just new features and new visuals, shows a love and dedication for a game that not everyone cares about. And that has my deepest respect. And I mean, it's like, Icarus wasn't such a big title that I think massive fans were. I don't think Nintendo was begging people to, hey, can you make a new version? So I'm sure if Sakurai went out and made it Kid Icarus Uprising, it's because he wanted to. Because he had an idea for it, and he's like, this seems fun. Which is really neat, isn't it? That's such a cool, like, little idea. I think Sakurai is a guy who's kind of earned his stripes, per se. If that makes any sense. I'm sorry, I'm gonna just... There we go. So I'm more, normally placed in the frame camera. Yeah. There we go. Sakurai's making a secret new game. I know, that's partly the reason I want to talk about it, because Sakurai's making a new game, and some people are wondering, what if it's Kid Icarus? And here's the thing, it's not Smash. Sakurai... I mean, I suppose it could be, but Sakurai explicitly mentions about, like, if I can get permission. And that, to me, reeks of an IP that... Does he need permission to work on Smash? No, Smash sells incredibly well. Nintendo would be fucking breaking down his door. You know, for him to develop Smash. So I don't think it's Smash Brothers. That would be a shock and a surprise. So if... Whatever it is, it's something else. And it could be anything, and I kind of hope it's honestly just something new. Or something from him we haven't seen before. Like, I could name many ports and sequels and franchises that he has worked on that I would love to see from. But at the same time, it's like, just if he has a good idea for a game, Meteos 2, I don't know. Sakurai's Challenge, and it's just a fucking conglomeration of every game he loves. Hopefully something new. Yeah, but it could be Kid Icarus. It's a game series he's a fan of, and he has new ideas for it. I can't afford that, dude. I still think these backgrounds interesting. That they added these backgrounds in for the 3DS version of the game. I wonder why. They didn't have to. But I think they did that with a bunch of the 3DS classics Nintendo did. They're like, oh, we're re-releasing these games. We might as well just add shit to it. And it's like, well, I guess thanks. Cool of you. Aside from making it in 3D, it was a cool novelty. And I think not a lot of people kind of picked up on those. The only one I have, and I think Excite Bike, the 3DS Classics version. I don't even know if there's anything different. I'd have to look it up. Oh, fuck. Level's kicking my ass. I'm curious how far I get. This is a one-off. I'm not going to beat this on stream unless it's fairly short. Or if it is fairly short, I'll just come back to it. But yeah, I've never beaten Kid Icarus. So if I bother, it'll be my first time. And it's not, and again, it's a one-to-one port. The difference is right now is musically and visually. I'm not playing the fucking randomizer. Oh, that going down here was probably bad. Oh, shit. Never been great at this. Oh, no. What are you doing? What are you doing, Mario? Yeah, but they did a lot of changes, which are nice. Like, newer versions of ports for NES games or things like you could expect for like they're gonna remake fucking Wind Waker or whatever in HD. They might add some stuff. But adding like new controls for an NES game is interesting. It's kind of shame they don't do that kind of stuff anymore, Nintendo at least. But I mean, the fans fill in the gaps. People who played 1,000 hours of Kid Icarus are gonna be eating good tonight. What do you want? Nothing, dude. I can't fucking get that shit. It's too expensive. I'm fucking like 3 steps from hell or whatever. I'm not gonna make it. Oh god. Okay, maybe I don't need to go into the death room. Like the death room's handy and cool, but maybe I don't need to go there. Oh, but this is super neat. There are others, by the way, and there's some I've missed. Some I'm surprising that I've missed. Like, they did Link 2, Zelda 2. Link 2, what kind of fucking gamer am I? On Super Nintendo, and I'm curious what they added. Because, like, I played the Metroid SNES port, and that was interesting. It was good. They added some wacky, lackadaisical stuff in it. Map. For example, inconsistent physics and controls and a lot of like it was good. It was very good. I beat it. I actually beat that one. Sorry, that was listening to music. I've always liked the Kid Icarus music. At least that main theme is pretty fucking good. Like I think everyone can agree on that. Dun, 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 dun. It's a march. It's like the Raiders March or something. Okay, I'm not getting enough hearts. What is this, Kingdom Hearts? That was a joke that didn't fucking mean anything. Oh, but Sakurai, like Sakurai first of all, is just a lovely guy, right? From like all of his work he's fucking put into oh god, not you guys again. That. Do that. You die. God, you're not getting your fucking phlegm. There's an enemy in Mother 1 that looks just like these guys. Like a fucking Groucho Marx mask. Wow, I did that without getting fucking hit. Nice. Beautiful. This way. This way? No, not this way. Ice physics is fucking me up. Sakurai's such lovely. We spent like... Oh, you fucker. Yeah, the game is hard. spent like over $500,000 on his video series that he didn't monetize. He probably could have made a lot of his money back if he decided to get money for it. And I'm sure YouTube hates him because it's like they're not making any money from his stuff. But that's an insane amount of money. I mean, honestly, he could have been making bank. He became a big YouTuber, but for free. Not for the love of the game, or specifically for the love of games, the industry and the creators as a whole. That's lovely. What a lovely man Masahiro Sakurai is. So I hope whatever he makes next, he gets permission for, and it goes well, and he likes it, and it's fun. And he gets a break. Although I don't think Sakurai wants one. That guy doesn't stop working. And you know what? I can understand. I get it. I understand Sakurai. I get it completely. Workhorse, that man. But yeah, I mean, we think about what Sakurai's done aside from Smash. He did a game called Meteos. Obviously, he's the creator of fucking Kirby, and we all know that. Not every Kirby game, just a couple, but he created a series. And, of course, Kid Icarus Uprising, which a lot of people dearly love. And is the topical one for this case. I wouldn't mind a port of it, although now that I have my Capture 3DS, if I wanted to, and I could ever get a copy of Kid Icarus Uprising, which, by the way, are not cheap, I could play the game. And that would be fun. Because if I'm being honest, I have never played Kid Icarus Uprising. I didn't have it. I didn't own it. Sorry, man. But you go on the bottom is kind of safer. I say that and I get hit like a fucking buffoon. Nope. But it is safer, technically. It's not, actually. I don't know why. I wasn't buying many. I don't know why I didn't buy certain games, but I think it's just because they either weren't on my radar or I didn't think about them. It's not like I was intentionally trying to ignore certain games. It's physics. I just didn't buy them, or I didn't know about them. They just weren't on my radar. I didn't think about them. And then later, everyone was talking about these games, and I was like, I guess did I not know about this? I'm sure I must have seen videos. But it just didn't cross my mind to pick it up. You bought it and then pretty much never played it. So I would take it you're not a fan, or you didn't fall in love with it like so many other people did, who say it's one of the best 3DS games. And some just one of the best games. Why do you keep ice? I was gonna say, why does it keep moving? Ice. You didn't play it. I mean, you bought the game. If you didn't play it, did it not keep your interest, or you just put it down and you never actually you never gave it any time whatsoever? You were planning to, and you never got around to it. Everything I've seen from it seems very fun. Seems very fun. I know you didn't play it, artist, but you say, I bought it and then pretty much never played it. So you bought the game. What did you do with it? Did you just fucking throw it away? What do you mean? Why didn't you play it? Why'd you buy the game? Can't just... Or you can keep repeating, I didn't play it. That makes sense. Why? Were you intending on playing it? And did you just not decide not to pick it up? Otherwise, it's just like you just wanted it for your collection. You probably sell it. You never played it and you don't want to play it, then fucking sell it. People, you give a good price for it. In the box and everything. The fact that you can get 3DS games in the box and get a good price for them is kind of crazy, I think, but... It's been long enough. Ironically, you can still get Pokemon games on 3DS. For a reasonable price, but I don't think Kid Icarus is reasonable. Which is an interesting little anecdote. Beautiful. I'm just gonna skip that. I don't need to. Can you guys fuck off? Thank you. Might have played eventually. You know how to wait for version control options. That's the only thing is people say it can cramp your hand. I don't think I'd care. You get one of those stands that they came with the game. Hey, freak. I could just not do this. Although I probably needed those I need to do one of those. I probably could have done that. Making it harder for myself, but if I can beat the level, then it's already easier. But the real trick is just not... What is in there? That's a shop, ain't it? Pretty sure you can actually grind. And get, like, up to max hearts in the first area of this goddamn game if you really wanted to. But then, of course, you might die. May I help you? No. Thanks for the offer, though. But I'd want to play it. Because I don't necessarily expect it'll come into a new system. It might, maybe it will. Maybe Sakurai's cool idea is like a sequel, but also a port. Who knows? Maybe that's his big thing. But it'll be like when Xenoblade X finally comes to fucking Switch, Switch 2. I'm gonna be like, well, god damn it, dude. I'm already halfway through this game on fucking Wii U. A little too fucking late for me now. I have to finish it. With the inferior version on the shitty, horrible Wii U screen. Do that, can I? But I've only ever heard good things. And I don't, you know, I saying good things kind of doesn't do it service. I've only heard tremendously good things. Like, really good things about Kid Icarus Uprising. Which I'm sure a lot of people have, if you've been online. If you're a Nintendo fan, everyone's gonna be like, well, what do you mean you didn't play Kid Icarus Uprising? What are you, an idiot? It's like, fuck, man. Nobody cared about Kid Icarus. It's not a franchise people give a shit about, or did give a shit about, you know? Is that a surprise that I didn't play the fucking Kid Icarus game? That's how Nintendo would say, by the way. They'd say oh, play our Kid Icarus game for the Nintendo's 3DS family of systems. And it'd be like, thanks, Nintendo, for saying it that way. Wow, this level, what the fuck? This level gets so much harder than the first level. This level sucks. I mean, it's Kid Icarus. I knew it was hard, but like, god, man. Jesus. By the way, the rando is a rando. It's not like a roguelike. It's a rando. So I don't think it randomizes the level generation. It just randomizes, like, some of the doors and where they go into and stuff of that nature. So I can check it out, but it's not like I will know any better. I might not even get to see a lot of that content because I'm not a, you know. That's how it is. But it's nice that it exists. There's a lot more randomizers than I think people realize for some of these games. There's Zelda 2 randomizer, which does exist, and apparently is very good. Which is using the enhanced Zelda 2 version, which one day I want to play on stream because it's fucking incredible. It's Hoverbat's Zelda 2. When I say, by the way, like, this is great. Hoverbat Zelda 2 remade the entire game in Game Maker using the original assembly code for all the mechanics. It's in widescreen, with full scrolling, a lot of gameplay tweaks, entirely new areas and sections of the game. It's such a, it's like, not that I'm not trying to downplay this one. I appreciate this one for what it is. Because playing that Hoverbat Zelda 2 is not, it's very different from playing Zelda 2. This is a one-to-one port, and that's the point. And this is a port to an old system. So they're very different things for very different aims. But more just in terms of, it's very different. Whether you're interested in Zelda 2 or not, it's super well done and interesting. One day I'd do it. Hey, it's me. Jojo Jets just streamed. I don't know who that is. People will name a stream. I mean, I imagine if anyone would ever name me, they never would. On someone else's stream, it'd be like, "Go, yo, fun." Just it's like, who the fuck's Vinny? Sorry, I'm sure he's a lovely streamer. He's probably a bigger streamer than I realize. I just don't know because I'm out of the fucking loop. Yeah, it's me. Playing an NES game ported to the Super Nintendo with some graphical musical enhancements. I feel like I have to explain it every time. You think if people hear this music, they'd be like, wait a second, this isn't NES music. But I still feel like people won't notice. They'll be like, wait, Because they probably don't know Kid Icarus, and they just won't be thinking about it and be like... They won't think, why is this Super Nintendo game's music... Why is this Nintendo NES game's music so good? But no, at some point I want to get a copy of Kid Icarus Uprising if I can manage it and stream it. Be so cool. It's funny, I've also heard that emulating Kid Icarus Uprising is not always good. Like, there are flaws with it for some reason. I know that, like, that there are glitches, and sometimes the game like, apparently it's not actually good to stream. Or good to play on, like, Citra. I don't know if that was a couple years ago, they might have fixed a lot of those. But also, with those gameplay styles, I don't know if there's any patches. Maybe that's a better way of playing the game. Be like playing the, what is the patch of Mario 64 DS with, true analog controls. It's another game I could play. If I ever want to play Mario again. Game I own. Game I played and game I beat. Fuck you. When I do this, I'm gonna fucking die. Get over here. This. Die. Die. So I can do this pretty accurately. Doesn't mean I'm not gonna die later on in this fucking balls to the walls difficult game. Where I've got like a fucking pixel of fucking health and then you fall off the screen and die. Sure. Nice. You ever eat, like, the bootleg, pizza rolls? It's an odd thing, but, like, they're fundamentally different. If you get, like, Walmart brand or Kroger brand pizza rolls, they're genuinely very different in texture. I say, as a cheap man who goes out of my way of buying cheaper and not brand name foods, which in a lot of cases don't matter, the pizza rolls do. I don't think they're bad. I don't think they taste bad. But you can fundamentally taste that they are genuinely different. Like, they are not the same thing. I feel like it's usually, like, more bready, or it's, like, thicker. It's not as, I don't know. It's hard to describe. I didn't eat dinner, so I just warmed up some fucking pizza rolls, and I didn't actually eat them. But it's fascinating. By the way, for in terms of eating, like, I usually go with, like, the fucking Great Value brand. Home brand, cheapo brand, because in most 99% of the cases, it's good. And sometimes it's even better. Sometimes it's as good, if not better, because there are those differences. And, like even as a kid, I always got the Walmart brand cereal. And Walmart brand has some fucking great cereal, dude. They used to have, like, the Cocoa Puffs with marshmallows, like as if it was fucking Lucky Charms. Which is cool. Like, man, why don't fucking the Lucky Charms guys sell these things? I think that they were called Marshmallow Mateys, was the Lucky Charms ripoff that Great Value had. Something like that. But you get it like you'd get a bag. You'd get a fucking actual bag of it, not like a box. By the way, those bags have shrunk in size over the years. Either I've gotten bigger and I haven't noticed that the bags were always the same size, or the bags have gotten a lot smaller. Because I swear they used to sell a bigger bag of it and they don't anymore. Tragic. You should go for the... in a lot of cases, it's the same actual product. In this case, it isn't, but in a lot of cases, it is. And they just have a different logo on it or a different brand on it. Hot tip for people who buy their own food. Don't slide, you idiot! Sorry, I keep forgetting there's ice physics and then I just slide off the screen. Alright, the goal is, can I get past level 2? Can I get to the fucking, like, exploratory area? It's weird. I actually really like NES. I was thinking about it earlier. I don't know what's with me in NES games. I wasn't born in the NES era. I played what people would say are better games. I don't know why these games are so fun to me. I'm a glutton for pain. And I think it very much is an acquired taste, because I didn't always like these games. I think over time I've enjoyed these NES style games and just NES games in general more. I don't know, maybe I've gained appreciation for them, or I've just played more of them, and so I'm more comfortable with them. So then I can look past the flaws and just see the fun parts. I don't know. Maybe it's a combination of everything. But I've noticed that where I'm just playing this, I'm like, I'm having a great time with this game. This is great. This is fun. Just the game itself, not even like a a wacky, daisical version. All right, come on. Moot point if I don't get these fuckers. Come on, what are you doing? Get out of here! Get out of here! Nice. Beautiful. Get it! Oh, that's a horrible placement. Nice. I did grow up in that era, and I'm happy to play later iterations than most. That said, have you played classic Mega Man? I've beaten Mega Man 1. There's a video series of it. And it sucked. Never beaten Mega Man 2, though. I've beaten Mega Man, and I've beaten Mega Man X. Those are the only two Mega Man games I've ever played and beaten, and I don't remember them very well. I do remember that Mega Man 1 sucked ass. And I think I abused, like, a pausing glitch to beat a certain boss. I sucked ass in terms of it's fucking hard. Mega Man 1's hard, man. Whole Mega Man is hard, but Mega Man 1 was hard. Yeah, but there is a video series on my YouTube channel from long ago, me playing it and going through it. And probably, definitely, maybe cheating at some points. I don't remember. I think I might have used save states just to practice bosses. So I could be like, okay, I just want to practice this. I'm not gonna, like, win. And I think I try my best not to say that on video. I don't want people to know my shame. You guys come down for me to shoot you, idiots. Thank you. Rendition of this song is great. It's not the only song in this game. You just haven't heard the other ones yet. Die. Okay, we're back up here. Oh, fuck. Oh, so this level's huge. Stuff like 3 is some of the most well-aged NES games. I'd have to try it. I do want to play all of the Mega Man games. I remember when the collections came out, the Legacy collections. I wanted all of them. I genuinely wanted the 1 and 2 collection, the X 1 and 2 collection. I wanted the I wanted all of them, actually. Come on, get up there. Only one I didn't really want, and that's the more recent one, was the Battle Network one. Sorry, but I just wasn't interested. Nothing against Battle Network, except that I just haven't played them, and they're not like... I probably would enjoy them, I just haven't played them. Don't see me. Please don't see me. You didn't see me! Wow, that's incredible. And I probably would like Battle Network, but they also just seem like long games that are not the same kind of game as Mega Man. No, I just say in video. But yeah, but no one's gonna go back and watch my shitty Let's Play of Mega Man 1. What, you?! Wow, I died at the exact same spot as previously. From however many years ago at this point. God, it was recorded on the worst mic in existence, no camera. I wasn't on nice no blows because blood came out. Did I tell you? I haven't told you. I had a nosebleed. A shower right I took a shower right before stream and had a bloody nose in the shower, which if you've ever had is incredibly unpleasant for multiple reasons. One of the main things is when it's hot and steamy, it's hard for the blood to fucking stop flowing profusely. That's like the perfect environment for blood flow. But, you know, if you shut off the shower, then it looks like it looks like Psycho, the movie. Why the fuck is there blood everywhere? I don't fucking know. Maybe I had a bloody nose. So you don't want to shut off the water, necessarily. You just do your best. You try to get clean. You get out of the shower and try to like get some, you know, toilet paper or whatever. And you're just dripping blood and bloody water all over the fucking floor. It's like, oh, this is fucking great. Because what are you supposed to do? I mean, there's nothing you can do. You just deal with it. Very unpleasant. I enjoyed BN, but it's a lot. Battle Network. Sorry, I was like, BN Bloody Nose? No, Battle Network. Thank you. Not going for the... I probably should, but I need my health. I'm not trying to min-max this, and I'm not even trying to do necessarily well. I just want to get further. Okay, beautiful, beautiful. I could go into this door. It would behoove me to get some extra points, but... Doing this. Another one I want to see. Yeah, Legends. Which does not have a collection. Unless I emulate, it would be unlikely for me to get a copy of. I could emulate. I want to play. That's a game I would like to play at some point. No idea how long it is. But it seems fun. Yeah, but everybody knows now I'm a cheat and a fucking liar. You know, liar, one of those things that you used, you can play music on it, but also, the thing you can use to hold sheet music in an instrument. The trumpet has a lyre. That way you can walk around and music's right in front of you. You don't have to memorize fuck all. Attach it to your horn like a fucking noob, idiot. Baby. They don't do anymore. I think they use smartphones, which is kind of sad that I was a generation that used paper. And then, partway through, converted to not using paper. How interesting our world is, isn't it? Can you guys die, please? Thank you. Gone. Beautiful. 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 But yeah, I mean, Mega Man's an interesting one. Fuck! I'm talking about how much I like Ninja Gaiden. I've never beat Ninja Gaiden, but I've gotten to the end. And then not finished it because it gets almost ludicrously difficult. Bobby artists, don't fucking die and let your team down. But there are a lot of retro games I want to play. And beat. Because there are plenty of retro games I have played. And like, a reasonable chunk of. Like, Castlevania. Castlevania 1, I played, like, halfway through, maybe? I've gone through a level or two in Ghosts and Goblins. But never beaten any of these games. So at some point, just random, doing a stream of it. And force myself to beat those games. Because I think they're worth it. I think they're fun. Castlevania's a big one, because I want to play through the entire Castlevania series, because it's mostly good games. At least the 2D ones, and the ones I care about, there's a fucking... I mean, it's a big series. There's a lot of fucking Castlevania games. I mostly want to get into the... If you know anything about Castlevania, there's a type of Castlevania games known as Igavanias, for their creator. Named for their creator. Wait, and that's more the kind of Castlevania game that inspired the term Metroidvania than, like classic Castlevania. They just look like terrifically fun, and I just haven't had a chance to play them. And at this point, they've released collections for pretty much all of them, except for the one that everyone loves. Ironically, people love Symphony of the Night, but that's only on PlayStation, I think, currently. Whereas every other Castlevania game has been fucking re-released, except, I don't know, maybe some of the 3D ones, like 64. Which I am not gonna beat. I own that game. I own Castlevania 64. I have the cartridge, and there's no chance in hell I'm ever beating that game, because every time I try, I get 2 feet and die. And it's clunky and miserable, and I don't, like, I don't know, maybe I need to give it another try, but, like, every time I've tried Castlevania 64, it's almost indescribably, like, possible for me to do anything. Like, I almost don't get how the game is meant to function, if that makes any sense. You guys, like... Sometimes these guys go for me, and sometimes they just float in like little wacky circles. Like members of a barbershop quartet, but they're eyeballs, and they don't sing. So, nothing like a barbershop quartet, but yeah, it's close enough. Can you die? 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 Please, can you die? Please die. Said, can you die? And you don't die! You're not dying for me! I can do this. I can beat this level. It's fine. I'm a smart, educated man. By the way, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. If you're not, you can be sad in the chat. It's okay. But hopefully you are doing well. What the fuck? Well, that's startlingly lucky and interesting. I do want to talk about, by the way, just retro games and game culture. Because there are people young and old who play some of these games, some of these old games. But the new generations, and generally speaking, wouldn't have played this game, wouldn't have played a lot of games. I'm quite lucky in some aspects to say that I get to play these games, and I like them. Because you're talking about, I mean, I'm Gen Z, but not most Gen Z wouldn't care about any of these games. Gen Alpha definitely wouldn't. Obviously, it makes sense. The farther you get away from when these games were created, the less likely people will be interested. But it does, I don't know, it's kind of sad to think that's... And there will always be dedicated interests. Right? Like me. But I am not most people interested in games. Or playing games. In the slightest. Obviously, by the fact that I'm fucking streaming right now and even playing this. And there's the kind of people who would make patches and ROM hacks. But I almost wonder if the retro gaming culture is going to... I don't know if it's going to increase or it's going to kind of die away over time. Or I guess maybe not die away as much as it's going to shift to different games. Our idea of what retro is changes, right? And I'd like to think that there are going to be people making stuff for all these games forever, but I don't know if that's true. Again, there are plenty of people who were raised playing NES games, still. So there's still a place there's a place in this world for those people. You get the fuck out of here. I don't want to do this. I'm leaving. Oh, but it gets rid of the health. I see. But those people are gonna die out one day. They'll be too old. Sorry, I don't mean to be sad about it, but it's true. Nintendo, I mean, at least tries to, like... You asshole. They release new things to kind of help people, get into gaming, as it were, in some cases. Show off their old games and release old games. They make their old games accessible with NSO. And there's plenty of complaints about NSO, but from a standpoint of getting people interested in trying random old games and learning about... why? God, these ice physics, I fucking hate them. Because they're mostly fine. They're mostly fine, but sometimes it just means you can't... You fall off an edge. Like, it's not like Mario controls. I don't want to say these controls are a little stiff, but they... Maybe a little bit. I have to be more cognizant. Jesus. Jesus was a carpenter, I think. I don't know. I never met the guy. He could be lying. Jesus have a resume? You think he ever, like... You ever think he ever fibbed his qualifications for his first job? Or do you think he was just like, oh, fuck, I know everything. It's like... I picture being the son of God as like being fucking Neo in the Matrix. He's the one. He can just do everything. You put him in the machine, he knows Kung Fu. Hasn't been invented yet. Or has it? Actually, I don't know if Kung Fu existed during the year zero. I don't know what China was doing at that time. I always see it as this ancient art of Kung Fu, but what if Kung Fu's younger than Jesus, man? You gonna see me? You're gonna see me? He's not gonna see me. Man, it's like I can do these ice blocks, and then the later ones fucking murder me. I gotta be careful here. Yeah, but Jesus is just like... I mean, I guess you could see some, like... price similarities with Neo, but... Jesus is just fucking Omega power, man. He knows every language, languages that don't exist. He's just pretending. If you know, if he don't know, he's just pretending. Precise platforming, I know it's true. Okay. Get me up here so I'm safe, relatively, from falling. I'm not safe from falling later on. I'm pretty sure, by the way, I've been very close to the fucking exit every time I've done this. And I just haven't managed to get up there. I've been like a foot away from the exit and I just die. Man, who was the composer for this game? I have to look it up because he made some bangers. Made some good melodies. Compared to, I mean, this series didn't do as well compared to the other series, so fair enough that his soundtrack isn't of the same reputation, right? But oh, Jesus, Slippy. And I kind of think maybe it should get a little bit more credit. It's good. Right. Don't jump. Jump. Oh, fuck. Fuck, you saw me. There's no way, man. There's no way around that. Like, what are you supposed to do there? Get over here. You asshole. Okay, so I gotta be careful here. I'm gonna wait here. Because those blobs are gonna fucking... Oh, God. It was on for longer than I was expecting. I would imagine we're at the end, but I actually have no... The veracity of that claim cannot be assessed, because it could end any time. Oh, it's right there. It's right fucking there. It's right fucking there. Shut the fuck up. You octopus, fuck off. What is this, actually? No, that's not what I think it is. It's nothing. Is that? Can't believe Marie from Splatoon fucking ate my ass. Jesus Christ. Good thing I took a shower. I took a shower, got all the blood out. It's good for you. I mean, they used to do bloodletting back in the day, so clearly it was good for people. Nice. Clearly. Listen, all I'm saying is every time I get hurt, I see blood. Maybe blood isn't good for us, you know? If I'm always seeing blood when I'm hurt, then maybe that's a sign that it shouldn't be there. And we should just get rid of it, alright? It wants to leave. Every time you get a pinprick, it's rushing out of your body. Your body tries to keep in things it needs, right? So why would it be keeping in this blood if why wouldn't it be keeping in this blood if it needs it, quote unquote? These doctors say you need blood to, quote unquote, live. I'm calling bullshit, alright? We don't need blood. Just, get some leeches. We'll keep up the... Listen, it's good for the environment. It's vegan, alright? Just soak up your own blood. Actually, I guess if you're a human, you could eat blood. We already do. We eat, like, blood sausage. By the way, like, black pudding or black sausage, that is blood sausage. That is basically pork blood. I wonder if anyone's ever made it out of human blood. You could. I mean, surely you could. I'm not saying it because I want to try it. I really don't. I'd try black pudding. I am curious if it's actually any good. But the idea of just, like, congealed pig's blood and mixed in with some other stuff, like wheat or whatever, doesn't sound the most fucking appealing to me. Maybe I'm a crazy man, but, like... It is not the taste sensation I've been looking for. Just being honest here. But it's interesting. There's a lot of blood-based puddings, and again, the origin of that is because, well, people want to make use of what they've got. As in, food. If you kill an animal and you need to if you're eating to survive, you don't have a lot of food, generally speaking, right? So if you get, like, if you're gonna be like, yeah, listen, I can eat the blood. We'll eat every part of the cow. All right, we eat every part of the cow, even the blood. That pig. Yeah, I was gonna die. There's no chance. After that guy saw me, I was screwed. And I appreciate the resourcefulness. And again, without tasting it, I can't say otherwise. Like haggis? I don't know what haggis tastes like. Apparently it's pretty good, but I don't know. It's conceptually a little messy. So I'm going fast now just because I'm trying to get past this shit. I don't even care about getting hearts. I'm not a nobody. I'm not fucking Roxas. I don't give a shit. Oh, can you see me? Fuck off. Oh, god damn it. I needed that. I actually needed that healing. I probably should have not done that. Okay, I should be careful with those guys. It does feel like you're climbing out of fucking hell. You're just going up the whole time. Like the opposite of downwell, it's upwell. I actually like that. That's kind of a fun, it does, that feels good. I don't know what our goal is or where we're trying to get to, but I can appreciate how this feels. Really climbing a mountain. Like getting over it. By the way, did I mention on stream that I beat getting over it again? I streamed beating getting over it, and it took, like, the streams are on YouTube, you want to watch them all. Took me many weekends. It took me hours and hours and hours. I don't remember how long, but it was a lot of weekends of long streams each weekend trying to beat it until I finally did it. This time, it took me like 50 minutes. Which was significant. I beat it before a stream, or like after. I just beat a stream. It's like, I kind of play getting over it. And so I played some and I beat it. Significantly faster. You beat it once and you're just like a god, basically. I still like it. I still think getting over it's really fun. And really satisfying gameplay-wise. I actually really like it. But it reminded me that there was another game called Sexy Hiking, which is the direct inspiration for getting over it. So I downloaded it. But at some point I want to stream it. I beat the first level of that, and then I was like, yeah, okay, I'll save this. I shouldn't. It's different, and it's much more... I don't want to say shittier, but it is. Much less effort put into it, but that's kind of the point. But at some point I might play the other getting over it game. If you could call it that. Which would be interesting. I don't know why I like getting over it so much. Although I did make a document describing why I think the fundamental difference between Pikmin 2 and getting over it in terms of frustration. Ironically, and this might sound stupid to anybody who's played those two games. Why? It's because getting over it respects... I feel like getting over it respects your time a bit more than Pikmin 2 does. Among other reasons. I'm not going to go into it, but... I'll leave it at that, and then people can ponder what the fuck I'm talking about. I will say, beating the Ladies Retro games, I probably could do them a lot quicker. Because these games aren't that long. Even for a blind player. All that takes is time and dedication. And it depends. You're gonna make your own Zelda map. Although I did that. I mean, it's easy for me to say that. I have a lot of experience with Zelda. I kind of know what to expect. And I have experience with Zelda 1, so I know what to expect. Even without a map. So making a map kind of helps things and organizes things and helps me get through the game, but... God damn it. I think it's still worth... Yeah, it's still worth doing that. Can you make the music back? I don't appreciate the fucking Sonic drowning music equivalent. But yeah, I can tear... I mean, again, like a lot of... Like, almost all the Castlevania games are, like, less than 10 hours. I could just do a set of, like... a month of streams of only Castlevania. I won't do that, because that would ruin... the idea of variety. How did I fucking not... Like, I don't even remember triggering the guy. Die. I don't know why I'm treating this like it's fucking Mario Brothers when it's not. Mario's in this game? No, he's not. Oh. Mario's the guy with the movie. He's got a movie. He's a movie star. He's played by movies. He's a movie. He's a movie man. I know. You can't be Mario, though. It's taken. Did you know that Chris Pratt made cum jokes? Flashed the lady on the set of Parks and Recreation. It's true. He's Mario. He's our Mario, everybody. Mario himself talked about getting cum on Kim Kardashian's back. That's true. That is absolutely true. There's a real quote by him. Truly the right role for being Mario. I have nothing against Chris Pratt as Mario, by the way, in terms of how he did. He's fine. He's not like would have been my choice, but he didn't do a horrible job. I think he just did fine. But like I'm not gonna be upset about it. It was a minor thing in all things considered. You weren't getting Charles to do it, so. As a personal point, though, I'm just inherently against getting big name celebrities for voice acting roles. Even if I mean, they get them because they're a big name, and I know why they get them. I'm not like stupid, but it makes me sad when they could get people who only do voice acting, and they're really good at voice acting, and they're great voice actors specifically. Because they're using a name to get recognition because they're big actors. And like that, I know that. Even if they do a good job, even if there are some big actors who are voice actors, and a lot of times they don't even use that. Like look at Mark Hamill, for example. No one uses Mark Hamill. Okay, they might do it now, but for a long time they didn't use Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker's name, to sell the things he was in. He just did roles. He was a Joker. He's arguably the best voice that the Joker ever had. The best representation of the character, the Joker. He was a famous actor. Of course, he was fucking Luke Skywalker. And there were others. I know that Elijah Wood does like apparently some pretty good voice acting and mocap acting and of different kinds. And they're not bandying their names about there to be like. They're not using their names as a selling point, so they're just doing it for the love of the game, and I appreciate that. But when it comes to be like, oh yeah, we got Chris Pratt voice acting this rat, we got The Rock voice acting this dog, it's like, okay, I know why you're doing these guys. Because then it's not, they're not characters as much as they're voice actors. In a lot of cases, the character is almost just the real voice actor's real life personality in some cases, or it's just them. They're playing themselves. They're playing the character of themselves in, I don't know, dog form or whatever. Which I guess, I mean, if that does well, and that's what people want, then it's hard to complain from a standpoint of sales and money. But why do I do that every time? What the fuck is wrong with me? Am I becoming better at this game, or am I becoming worse? Don't answer that, or answer that. I mean, you can still answer that. I can say don't answer that, and you answer it. That's how chats work. The point of a chat room, is to disobey the streamer. You do not just do what the streamer says. You're not a nice group of people. You're the antagonists of the stream. If there is a good guy and a bad guy on the stream, you're the bad guy. Or I'm the bad guy and you're the good guy. But I think it's safe to say that this chat room and the streamer are diametrically opposed often. Rivals, if you will. So if you're always just nice, you're doing it wrong. Although that's very lovely. Very kind. Who am I kidding? There's nobody fucking. And I can say whatever I want. I could scream. You ever just... Oh shit, that was in bed. I forgot you could see me. I didn't mean to do that. That was bad. Now I have no health. You ever just consider screaming? I feel like I always have it in my head. Oh, I can be louder now. I've moved out. But I'm like, oh, I'm paranoid. My sister's in the other room. Well, I have roommates. They can hear me. Now I'm alone. I'm still paranoid because I have fucking people in the rooms next to mine. It's like I can never get far enough away to be just obnoxious. Although I will say right now, right here in my current stream, I can be as loud as I want. Alright? I don't think you understand how loud I can be. How obnoxious I can be. I can say whatever I want. I did it again. What the... I've died the exact same way like 5 times in a row. I'm still blowing blood out of my nose, and it itches. Nose blood is like gross. I know it's a weird thing to say, but nose blood is like different than like body blood. It's like it's body blood, but it's like different than body blood. Maybe it's because it's got mucus in it or something, but it's like it's not nice blood. I don't like it very much, relatively speaking. Not that I like any blood. I'm not like licking my cuts and be like, oh, ugh, sanguinous. You know, I'm not doing that. But you notice a difference. I remember this time I had a nosebleed in the sink, and it took a while to clean it. I don't know why. Maybe I just left it there. And it congealed in the sink. Which sounds disgusting. There's a giant fucking congealed ball of blood in my sink, in my bathroom sink. And yes, it was disgusting and weird. And kind of fascinating. It was like a creature. It was a real, like, weird pulsating mass of blood. Which really does sound disgusting when I'm putting it out like this, but, I mean, it's what it was. Kind of fascinating. If you ever need, like, I don't know, again, what? I'm stupid. I'm stupid. I'm actually an idiot. I'm fucking an idiot. I'm not fucking an idiot, because then I would be fucking myself, and I guess I am fucking myself over, so that works. Okay. I promise. Alright? When I get to that section, I'm going to think. Once I get up there, I'm going to think. I'm going to spend like 5 seconds thinking about where I'm going next, and what I should do, and how I should play the game. I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop there, and think about what I've done, and think about where I should be going. I promise you. I promise. I'm not gonna fuck it up this time. Guys, can you fucking stop playing Space Invaders Galaxian with me? Or Galaga, I guess. Galaxian is the prequel. Gonna run? Okay. Like, I've gotten so good at everything before this, and then I just fuck up that jump. It's funny, ironically, I still don't know how long this level is. Run. Goddamn snakes on this motherfucking plane, dude. Oh, I can kill this guy. I forgot I could kill these dudes. I just didn't bother. Because why would I? That would be handy if I could be smart about it. Okay, so here, right here is when I slow down. By the time I realize where I'm at, it's already too late. So I have to, like, be proactive. Which is not good, because I'm not pro and I'm not active. Okay, come on. Am I messing up this baby jump? Baby jump for babies! Baby jump for babies. It's why dry. Nope. Okay, I'm killing it right now. Aside from not doing any of the fucking wacky-dacky, razy-daisy moves, rooms, I'm here. Why is Daisy's very popular online? Ugh. In many ways, but, like, I've always been curious. I like Daisy. Although I will say, I'm gonna be honest, I think Daisy's hair sucks. I hate Daisy's hair. The style really irritates me. Sorry, Daisy. Everything else about you is, like, peak. But your hair actually irritates me. No, what am I doing? What are you doing? What are you doing, man? Can you stop summoning? Hey, it's a mini version of me. I want you to have it. Please stop summoning those. I don't want them. Little Reaper men. Nope. Okay. Gotta watch out for purple. The purple's where they get you. Okay, so we go over here, we go over here, we go in here, we go in here. Is this the end? Wow, he didn't see me. Wow, that was the end. I was so close every time. Or not every time. There were plenty of times where I wasn't close, but... Level 3. Man, the visuals, I love this background. This giant tree. You might think, man, adding backgrounds to Kid Icarus doesn't do much, right? I mean, but it does. It makes these areas feel more distinct when it's the same area again and again, you know, or the same kind of area again and again. I really like that. Nope. Why did I do that? And again, it is effective in making you feel like you're climbing up and you're making progress. You know, as you are. Because previously it's like, oh, just another level. No, it's not just another level. We're in tree level this time. You ever heard of Yggdrasil, the world tree that like every fucking anime uses for some reason? Because Japan is obsessed with Norse mythology, I guess. I don't know. Something like that. There's always got to be... Listen, if you're going to do a fantasy manga or anime, you got to have a world tree. That's just a requirement. That's all they ever fucking talk about. I actually do wonder why. What's with that? Why is that particular mythos so popular? I mean, I think in general it's always been very popular, but I always feel like I see that mostly in like a lot of Japanese fantasy stuff as kind of a stereotype. They love their big ass trees. Your shop? I still can't afford anything, man. I've not been prioritizing money, which I'm going to regret. I'm pretty sure I remember people talking about how you kind of need to get a lot of money early on, because later on you're not going to be able to get a... What's with these candles? Were these here in the base game? I don't know if I've ever gotten this far. I don't remember. I can't tell if they're just additions. I don't know what room that is. I kind of wish I got there. But the backgrounds make it hard to tell if I've been here or not, because obviously they look so different. I'll at least say I'm doing this far quicker now. Playing through that multiple times makes you much more comfortable with the controls, which makes sense. You fucking... Thank you. Dun 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 dun. It is interesting though. It is interesting though with Kid Icarus, because it's not a one and done series, and it never was. Even before Kid Icarus Uprising, it had a sequel. Which I think some people kind of forget about in some cases. Was it Gods and Monsters? And again, I don't know the full extent of that sequel and how like what it did or how it worked. But I've heard it's all right. It's not a series they threw to the fucking wolves. Necessarily. I don't think it ever did as well as, let's say, Metroid, let's say Zelda, let's say any other ones. And I also wonder if maybe that's just because it was a later game. I didn't realize this, but in Japan, when Zelda 1 first came out, it sold 1 million fucking copies in the first day. For a new IP? In a world that wasn't as big on gaming as it necessarily is now? That's kind of fucking crazy, isn't it? I brought it up because someone was comparing sales data for Mother 1 versus Zelda. Japan itself is a smaller market, and especially back then, it would have been very different. So comparing sales numbers from now and then is difficult. I know Japan had a big falling off with Zelda over time. Whereas it's always been like, you know, people like Zelda in the United States, but there was a period of time where Japan kind of stopped liking Zelda. Not that I didn't... It never did terrible, but it wasn't, like, as popular. Which has changed, by the way. Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom did a lot to bring back some Japanese fans. There's one. A lot of them start in the top right corner. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fuck yeah, dude. I'm a gamer, apparently. Beautiful. I do have some knowledge of this game, a little bit. Minor. You end up picking up a lot about various different games just over time. That's what being a gamer is about. Unrelated, by the way, but I'm my copy of the new not Paper Mario, sorry, I don't know why I'm thinking of Paper Mario. Mario Party. They're gonna come in soon, and I really want to play it. Even aside from the modes you play with people. I don't have any people to play it with, so it doesn't matter. It's a moot point. But the other modes just seem like a lot of fucking fun. They really do. Where I think it's worth just playing and streaming on my own, and I might take a couple streams to play. And who knows? Maybe who knows? Maybe there's like a Mario Party community. There isn't, is there? Like, there's communities for a lot of these games, but Mario Party is one, ironically, based around community, where I don't feel like there is a dedicated community for it. Not that they don't have community creations. They have people who make their own maps for, like, Mario Party 3 and stuff, but I don't think there's, like, a fandom. A Mario Party fandom, as it were. No, I didn't realize these branches injure me. I just now occurred to me. And I am evidently a big idiot. Like, what games can evoke fan bases? Feels like you need a couple things. I feel like you kind of need characters. You kind of need characters and stories. In some capacity. I feel like it would be very difficult to have a fan base without it. I don't know. I mean, Mario Party has characters, but those are just Mario characters. Any like, leechings of characterization and stories you can make from that, I feel like will just be Mario stories. They won't be Mario Party specific. I guess it's a spin-off. People would say, oh, I'm a fan of Mario. Mario Party specifically? Maybe I'm crazy and I'm talking out my ass, which I do a lot. There's a lot of ass talking, and maybe it's because I just love eating shit. I don't know. Is this going to be the same? Because I don't think it will be. Upright? Right? Okay, no. It'll be the same. It won't be the same! That fucking sucks. Well, I mean, I don't want to die, but just to redo that, but it still sucks. Because then I lose a lot that I had gained. There's like 9 music tracks in this game. I want to hear the other ones, so I want to make some progress. And they're all remixed, by the way. You can choose not to have these songs if you really want to. Same with the background, and then it's just a standard SNES port. I don't think you can turn off the option for the randomizer, but you also just don't have to play it. Come on. I'm getting close. Jump, you asshole. Nice. Should try to get some of these hammers, but they're not. Got it. These fucking Skunjili branches suck. My God. I didn't realize I had to worry about this so much. Now I do. I will say, I don't think any of these games are involved time in learning, but assuming you leave the game on, I mean, or you just do it all in one sitting, I don't think they're actually as bad, because you just learn and you continue. And it typically doesn't, it's not like fucking Ghosts and Goblins, or there are certain games that will start you from the very beginning every time. Most NES games are fairly forgiving in a sense that they'll at least restart you from the level you're on. Or like in Ninja Gaiden, there's like 3, like, each level has like 3 areas, right? Which are, you could say, are their own levels. But it's rare that they make you start from the beginning of the entire fucking game. So you can incrementally make progress. And even if you have to save and restart, you've still learned how to do something and then you'll be better at it next time. But, like, feel like just by that fact, there is an inherent forgiveness that you will beat this given time. You just need the time to sit down and beat it, but you will. I believe in you. If you can do it, I know you can. I believe in you. Do anything you set your mind to. Anything your heart desires. Come true. Ooh, feather! What does feather do? Does that allow me to jump higher? Is that a flying thing? I thought that was... I don't remember. Again, I've never played Kid Icarus, really. To an extensive degree. Does it help me when I fall? That was a glitch, by the way. You pause after winning. It restarts the music when it's not supposed to have any music. Which is a minor glitch, so I don't think it matters, but... I noticed it! The game is wrong! Oh, I think if I go vertically through these branches, I don't get hit, but if I go horizontally through them, I do get hit. That's the japery. That's interesting. Well, it does make it a little easier, if not just strange. Because you're still gonna fucking hurt if that happens to you, but whatever. I'm not gonna complain about the realism of Kid Icarus. You're a fucking little boy flying around with a bow and arrow shooting fuckers. Climbing out of hell to save, somebody. Palutena, I guess. Beautiful. Wonderful. I know that Kid Icarus Uprising is very comical, but I almost wonder, like, if they don't treat Pit nice, I might be a little sad. Which is silly, right? But I can be like, oh man, treat him nicer. He's a good boy. Oh! I can fly. The feather, okay, the feather saves you from a fall. Die. Nice. Nice. Fuck. Okay, yeah, I fucking hate you. Die, eat a dick, suck a big one. I am making I want to get to a dungeon, basically. My goal. I don't even know how many there are. I don't think there are. I'm pretty certain this game is actually, like, incredibly short. Like, if I'm not mistaken, this game is kind of super short. There's, like, 3 dungeons, so, like, what, 9 levels or something? I might be talking out my ass again, but if I recall correctly, IIRC, it's kind of a dinky little game. Just hard. It's one of those games you could beat in one sitting. Which is fair. Because a game like this, I think, is just fun to play. It's kind of how I feel about a lot of old NES games, where I just enjoy playing them. I don't necessarily beat them. It's a different experience beating the games. But just sitting there and playing them and going through a couple levels is, like, in itself inherently fun to me in a lot of cases. Wow! That's bad luck. There are certain configurations those can turn up in, and a lot of them start with the top right. I always stick to the one I know. There's a chance you'll get it wrong. Oh. Ilklamore Batat. On Ilklamore Batat. On Ilklamore Batat. I'm singing a song in a fucking different language that nobody cares about. It's like old English. Got some weird tastes, don't I? No. Oh my goodness. My goodness gracious. Oh, that reminds me, by the way, at some point I want to check out some weird shit. Specifically, I want to check out camera games. I was thinking about this today, which is ironic, because a friend of mine just texted me about it. There is a WarioWare that was DSi exclusive, which is very fun and weird, that utilized the DSi camera. I have it on my 3DS, so I can still play it. Which is, first of all, fucking wacky, ain't it? Like, very, very strange. I feel like people haven't mentioned it or talked about it. So the fact that I own it and can play it means I, well, will play it. It'd be fun to do it on stream. I think along with that, I want to show off the fucking just 3DS stuff. So I'm also going to show off If you remember, 3DS came with a game called Face Raiders. You would take a fucking photo of someone's face and then shoot them. It was kind of an early form of AR technology. Because it would, like, scan your room and then it would take chunks out of it and things would float in a fixed distance relative to each other. Wow, fuck you. I was looking, and also the AR cards. I was gonna just lump all of those things fucking together. Because I can. It would be a good one-off stream to shoot those things, and I can cut them out and make their own videos out of them, whatever. But it's crazy to think about. There's a lot of DSi where it was so cool. Talking about some of the 3DS, you know, classics. There was a lot of interesting stuff on the DS and 3DS eras. It's funny how big AR has kind of become. The Nintendo was doing it fucking with the 3DS. The DSi even... Or not the DS. Okay, I guess maybe the DSi a little bit. That was more just motion tracking. And 3DS had AR? Or everyone fucking else. Admittedly, it wasn't really great. It worked. But, like... I guess that counts for something. Sorry, guys. You're becoming hammers. I get you guys. If I need like 4 hammers, he's fine. Oh, fuck! Shit! Sorry. I was doing well there, and then I fell down a pit. Unrelated, I still don't know if I should get a costume for Halloween, because I just have no ideas. I have no idea what I should be for Halloween. There's nothing. There's no inspir... You know what? Fuck it. I could be Dune Man. I saw Dune this year. I could be Mr. Dune. That's not an easy costume. That's the thing. I've got like a week or less to be Paul Atreides. Lisan al-Gaib. The little mouse in the desert. The only thing I think of it, like, you usually do like something topical, right? Movie or something you saw this year, or a game. That's the only movie I can think that I saw this year that I loved. That sticks in my head that I want to see. And that was this year, right? I'm not crazy. That wasn't like a different year or something. Fuck. If so, that what a crazy year. If you haven't seen Dune, by the way, I do suggest it. I think it's great. Like, we're not even talking about Kid Icarus. I mean, at this point, we've seen what this has to offer. I'm hoping to make a little bit more progress to see a little bit more, but... Busy chat? No, no worries, artist. I know you're there. Or you're not, but, like, ever present in the background. Screaming away. Good luck in your raid. Don't let your team down. That was not at you, artist. I just wanted to do that. I do that sometimes. Sometimes it's good to make sounds. I do that a lot. If someone was ever to catch me in my room when I'm not, like, noticing them, I would just be making sounds. And oftentimes they might end up being really fucking weird, but that's just me. Fun to make sounds. These assholes. And there's no healing in this stage. This feels hard to do well. Please give me good fortune. Please. This might be good fortune. Okay, I think it's good fortune. Unless it does something unexpected. Ooh! That's what I think it is, then it might be worth to use. If you get potions, just you fucking use them. What's the point? What's the use in feeling blue? What's the use in saving? What's the use in feeling blue? Why want to employ the subjects that destroyed her? Why keep up her silly zoo? But tell me, what's the use in feeling? I never take this way, that's weird. Did it actually? Yeah, it did work. I don't know. I don't even know what button combinations I used for that, but I got it. Got my healing back. Now I just have to fucking not fall like a bloody baboon. A bumbling band of baboons. Okay. Hey guys, I can't believe Jackie Chan is dead. Crazy. He dies every year. It's an insane conundrum. Every time I check the news, he's dead again. Thank you. What a guy. He's got the ability to die multiple times. It's kind of insane. Please don't miss the jump. Please don't. Fuck. Eat a fucking dick. Suck on my fucking clit. I don't know. I'm just getting mad. Okay. We got this. I have utter faith in myself and my abilities and my gaming knowledge and my skills that I've gained over many years. Forged in the fires of hell. Which reminds me, I need to beat Doom 1 still. The last time I streamed it, I did it somewhat, and then I died and got horribly sick and ill, and it was really unpleasant. I don't remember what it was. But I was nauseous and felt like shit. That wasn't pleasant. I just wonder if Doom gives me motion sickness, which would be crazy. Because I don't get motion sickness from many other things. I'm so, like, not motion sicky in most things. But if Doom's giving me it, it's gonna be like, that's crazy. I don't think so, but I'd be curious if it happens again. Because for some people, it's a lot of certain first-person games that give them motion sickness, and, you know? Someone who doesn't actually play that many first-person games, maybe I'm just not used to it. I wouldn't know. Die. Die, 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 die. I'm not gonna be this lucky this time to get another potion, am I? Nope. Not even fucking lucky in the slightest. Do. Die, please die, please die. Wow! Oh, believe me. Oh, say does. How does that? Wait, what do I say? Dun, 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 dun. How does the fucking Star Spangled Banner go? Oh, say can you sing by the dawn's early light? What so lightly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the heavenly fire. I don't know why that's in my head right now. What a patriot I am. What a genuine American. True blue. I could sing "Oh Canada" instead for all you Canadians out there. Oh Canada, my home and native land. True something beyond thy love's command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise. The true north, strong and free. Fuck, what? Are you serious? What fucking luck do I have? I don't know why, by the way, that I know the Canadian national anthem. I actually think "Oh Canada" is a great song. Unironically, it might be one of the best national anthems. Sorry, Star Spangled Banner. I know you're mine, and I love you for that. Whatever. Francis Scott Key. The melody of which just came from a fucking drinking song. Anatolian drinking song. That's true, by the way. Star Spangled Banner's melody is taken directly from an old drinking song. Fun fact. Americans love their boozing. I guess they like the melody. I don't know. The lyrics were done, you know, the story, but the actual melody. We previously had a different anthem. We didn't always have the national anthem. I think it happened during the 1800s is when that actually became confirmed as our nation's anthem, which is fascinating. I think some people imagine that on the day our country, 1776, day our country birthed itself, that it was just static. Not true. A lot of changes. Like the Pledge of Allegiance, the weird culty thing that people don't realize we do in the United States, where we have every kid in schools to stand up and put their hand over their heart and face the flag while giving a chant. Saying, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, with liberty and justice for all. Indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The under God part was not a part of the Pledge of Allegiance up until, I think, the Cold War? 1950s, maybe? Again, I've mentioned it before, but that was added because it was propaganda. We were portraying the Russians as the godless country. We're trying to garner support for the Cold War. So that's why. I mean, America does that a lot. They do things like, no, we don't like American freedom fries, not the French fries. You know, freedom burgers. We need to do things to drive up patriotism. That was an instance, and that's a case where they were trying to sell us on. We love Jesus over here because most Americans did. They don't. We're fighting the God's fight. Or I don't know. I don't know what their thought process was. No idea. I knew this. I should have known. I think the pattern of the items also corresponds, so I should have known that wasn't correct. But it's true. We didn't always have that for our culty Pledge of Allegiance chant. I don't mind the Pledge of Allegiance. It didn't do me any harm. It didn't do any... But it is interesting in hindsight, because you think, man, we really do this? What purpose does this serve? Like, what is the USA gaining from making it... does the USA even make us do that, or is that just something that schools elect to do? And it's become like a tradition. I don't know. I don't know enough about the Pledge of Allegiance or how it came about. Reaffirm that we're not fucking... As Hong Kong, was it 98 says? Fucking Reds. We're no goddamn commies. No commies in my school. Oh, wow, I'm alive! I was gonna say, how do I miss that jump every goddamn time? What's wrong with me? Am I an idiot? It's almost a moot point because I have no fucking health right now. Oh, don't miss that jump. That jump. What's over here? Please be something useful. I have nothing for you, dude. Everything is costing more money, and I don't even have enough money for the very first shop in the game. I don't know what you expect out of me, but... This area sucks. That was a bad jump. I might not make it to a dungeon. I might not be able to do this. At least in the span of the stream. I've got time. American culture is very weird in some cases. I think take a lot for granted. And that's part of the reason I love seeing other countries. I find them utterly fascinating because we really do a lot of very specific things that a lot of places don't do. And they vice versa, right? I wouldn't say culture shock as much as, like, I've mentioned it before. There's great videos of having, like, British schoolboys try American fast food. And just American food. Snacks and biscuits and gravy and, like, in turkey dinner. Or whatever. For Thanksgiving. And they're often like, man, this... First of all, their temperament is very different. Obviously, it's a very different kind of school. They all wear, like... You think a British school uniform. And maybe, you know... That's different. The response to the food is different. Because their food is different. And they're like, man, all this shit tastes so fucking amazing. I think we in America, we see, like... That we think that we have a certain perspective. Or other countries have a certain perspective of us. In some cases, though, I think... Other countries do like us for what we can provide culture-wise and food-wise and etc. Some people give us shit, but I think a lot of people be like, man, all this stuff I like comes from this fucking country. It's like a lot of Americans who are big gaming fans love Japan. It's similar. It's arguable, and maybe not arguable, that we're a large center of worldwide culture in the US. For better or for worse, that's a huge, arguably our biggest export at this point in time among... I don't know, military power and weapons. We export a lot of stuff, but culture is a huge one. Cultural victory. Guys, we're fucking playing Civilization. I don't think we have the science victory anymore, necessarily, although we still have some good science. But it's more culture. I hate this. These fucking... Splatoon-ass squids are murdering my asshole right now, and I don't like that. That was rude. I didn't need to say that. I didn't need to be that explicit. I apologize. I didn't have to say the word asshole. I could have just said anything. Also, it's funny. The word asshole doesn't sound dirty to me when you just say it describing a person. But when you know it's about the actual hole on the human body, it immediately takes on a fucking entirely new disgusting... Which makes sense. Disgusting connotation. That I actually really don't like. I regretted saying that, even though I could use the word asshole to describe people all the time with no issues. No, it just occurred to me. Maybe it's because Sakurai likes Kid Icarus that we have Pit, Dark Pit, and Palutena in Smash Brothers. We're a series with really not that many, like, not that big. I'm trying to think about, like, okay, let's think about Kirby, which has had infinitely more games, right? Are the only reps in Kirby and DDD? Is there anybody else that Meta Knight? Okay, you know what? That is 3. Fair enough. Although, again, Kirby is significantly more. And a stage, codex, and 2 different assist trophies. For Kid Icarus, which has, I mean, it has 3 games. The NES game, which people aren't, like, the fucking biggest touting fans of. Game Boy game, which most people don't remember exists. And then Kid Icarus Uprising, which is the one people actually like. You could argue and say really one game in the series that people know and remember and care about, which is where Palutena and Pit and Dark Pit actually come from in terms of their representation in Smash. Also, and I should say that also a lot of items. There are genuinely a lot of items that come straight from Kid Icarus. If you were to play Kid Icarus Uprising, you would be like, man, these are just items, I thought these were Smash items. No, they're Kid Icarus items that happen to get used in Smash Brothers. And you'd be like, that are now, like, main lines in Smash item pool. Someone who hadn't played the game, even I know that, but just because I've seen a bunch. I've seen gameplay of Kid Icarus Uprising, so I'm familiar with some of the stuff in it. Oh, I'm just trying to outrun these fucking squids! But there's a lot! There's a lot of representation for Kid Icarus. I'm trying to think of other similar IPs. I mean, Balloon Fight had 2 games, and then it had representation in Nintendo Land, which was basically a pseudo-3rd game. Obviously, Balloon Fight is more, how you say, arcadey. I guess this one is more palatable in some cases because the kind of game it is different. In some way. And I guess Donkey Kong you would argue is a part of the Mario. But we have Donkey Kong, we have Diddy Kong, right? Not that I'm saying we need more for the DK series. We've got 3 characters for Kid Icarus. I guess we have K. Rool now, don't we? I forgot that we got... I kind of forgot we got K. Rool. That was a big deal. I almost feel like for most series, you don't really need more than 3 characters. But some series, you probably don't need 3 characters. Depending on the level. I'm comparing it to series like Kirby and DK. And Kirby and DK have more games and more representation. Fucking... Both DK and Kirby had TV shows. Why does Kid Icarus get the same amount of representation as them? Not that I'm, like, again... Not that I'm against them. I'm not, like... I know a lot of people hate Dark Pit. What do we do with that Dark Pit? But I'm not upset about it. I'm just more, it's interesting. You know? And I wonder if that is just bias from Sakurai in his leeway, being like, I like these characters. I lived 3 years for people whining that Kirby had Sakurai favoritism. You mean in terms of being well-balanced and good, or just because he likes Kirby because he made him? I think it's valid. I got DDD and Meta Knight. That's annoying. That's stupid. He doesn't even work on Kirby anymore. Not that he doesn't clearly have favoritism towards Kirby. I think he absolutely does. In some cases. But not in terms of picking characters. Like, he has favoritism in the sense of, like, oh yeah, Kirby's the main character, World of Light. He's the only one who survived. Not like, oh yeah, he's gonna put in Waddle Dee next because, you know... Because he loves... You know... And I would be fine with Waddle Dee. Here's the thing, Kirby's a big series. That has a lot of games. I don't think it's bad to put them in there just because they wanted, like... You know... Scrungo Glingy from fucking F-Zero X, the Squid Man. Man, I gotta fucking love Scrungo. Scrungo's he's my favorite. Such a badass. He's a bad guy too, but he races so cool. I'm choosing F-Zero, by the way, because I know you don't like F-Zero, and that way you know, just it furthers your hatred. Smash fans all about character slots. Representation is whatever Sakurai decides, and whatever rights they can get. Remember people talking about, like, Bayonetta was, like, the winner of the Smash poll for Wii U, right? And as they said at the time, that was with realizable characters. She was not the #1, I don't think, overall. But in terms of characters they could realize, she was. I think she was #1 in Europe and #3 in the US or something. And then people are still calling bullshit. Like, guys, it doesn't fucking matter. I almost want them to launch a game and not tell anybody. Be like, it's a fucking surprise. They wouldn't do that because that's horrible for marketing. That'd be really funny if you don't know who's in the game until it launches. Or if they keep some secret. What happened to unlocking characters and you just stumble across, like... Again, I talk about it. There's a streamer, a guy who's been vlogging every day of his life for 10 years. His name is Steven George. He's a very nice guy. He collects games. And he plays games for a living. But he's not like an obnoxious guy. He's super chill. And kind of kind and sincere. Shockingly. And loves old games. Big Earthbound fan. Have you ever seen the Earthbound music video with a guy dressed up as the Earthbound cartridge? That's him. Anyways, he talks about playing, I think it might have been Smash 64 for the first time. And, like, absolutely losing it and becoming inconsolable when he's playing it. And he unlocks Ness. Mom's in the kitchen. He's actually crying. Because how much he loves Earthbound. And his character is in Smash. And it's like, man, crazy. But now we just know. We know everybody in immediately. It's like, oh, yep. Stringy Blungo is in there. Again? Yeah, I know. Stringy Blungo's been in the last 5 games. It's crazy. Can't believe Stringy Blungo. Shout out to Steven George. Not that he has infinitely more people watching him than I do, so I don't know why I would bother, but... You know, he's a good dude. Makes good content, and he's not obnoxious. Oh, people had these rumors that he didn't add Banana because he wasn't... I did think that in my head. I was like, I wonder if Banana wasn't actually in a Sakurai-made Kirby game, but I don't think it matters. As I can't believe Sakurai... Why did you... Steve, you didn't make Minecraft! That's owned by Xbox. That's a Western game. He does a lot of thought about it. That's just kind of like when he does, like, you know... He did a game for the East and the game for the West. When you look at, like, Dragon Quest and Banjo during that... Was that 2018 Direct? Well, no, that was 2019 Direct, I think. Maybe 2020. I don't remember. I have no idea, actually. I think it was 2019. Because 2018 was the launch year, and that was the Smash E3. Once we get to the octopuses, and when I start dying... Yeah, I ignore it for the most part. I think it's funny. I try not to be disappointed. I try not to be disappointed. I'm mostly like, oh, this was fun. And if it's not, then it's whatever. Like, I don't... Here's the thing, I don't even know who I want. I don't have any, like, specific requests for characters as of right now in a Smash bracket. That I can think of. Who realistically do I want that I don't have? My only disappointments will be the characters that don't return. For the next Smash game. That's my only disappointment, is that I'm not going to get back characters I like to play as because I think they're fun to play as, like Terry. I feel like Lucas may or may not be on the fence, and that'll be upsetting. Lucas plays different than Ness. He does. It's funny that Lucas is even in there. Because we haven't gotten Mother 3 or in America, right? But we've gotten Mother 1. Mother 1, I think, is actually Japan's favorite Mother game, if I'm not mistaken. That's the one they actually like. They like all of them, I think. But I think Mother 3 is the one that is the least liked in the series, actually, in Japan. I think Mother 1 might be the favorite, with Earthbound coming in close second. Which is interesting, isn't it? Die. Fuck. So it's like, why did we get Lucas? That's not that it's not as popular in Japan. And it's not known here, except for the rabid base of Mother 3 fans that have... never played the game or officially. At this point, also, we have Mother 1 playable. I almost would be interested in getting Nin 10 over here. I think he's cool. But I guess Lucas is a more distinct character in some cases. Depends. Well, you could argue about Ness. I'm not going to argue about Ness. Gonna make Earthbound fans mad. But yeah, I think those are two. I really want Cloud to stay. I would really want Cloud to stay, but I don't know if Cloud will stay. It depends on how the rights will go. And if we're going to get a FF7 character to stay in, it'll probably be Cloud. I don't see Sephiroth staying. Sorry, Sephi. Sorry, Sephiroth fans, but like, they're gonna pick Cloud. Of course they will. Why wouldn't they? And I think most people can agree on that, and I'm fine with that. So this one, is it a different order? It is a different order. Oh, you fucker. Okay. Bastard. Some bad luck with those. Well, we've talked about, certainly, about how some of the characters are gonna go up. Like, I don't know if Steve's gonna fucking come back. Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I think in this case, Smash Ultimate will still be played for a long time. I almost wonder if they're gonna whip out a new Smash soon. Because I kind of don't feel like they need to, or will, because there's so much in Smash Ultimate that I feel like the next game, I don't know what it could do to capture the same, like, level of excitement. People are gonna keep playing Ultimate because it has the characters they want to play as. Whereas the new game might not. Just blatantly might not. I'm talking about a new game as if it exists. And who knows? Maybe who knows? Maybe they actually will have every character back again. But I don't feel like that's almost an impossibility. I almost feel like that's completely not going to happen. I feel like everyone assumes that, and I feel like it's almost a safe assumption. You. Sorry. All right, I'm stopping here. Oh, I want to reset and I want to load up I want to try the randomizer, even though I don't think it'll matter in the slightest. I'm also going to try the other palette. I'm going to keep the music because that's the interesting part. Friendo. There we go. Let's try this. Oh my god, what the fuck? What are you guys doing here? Sorry, new background. Really, game? You start with the spawning asshole, the enemies I like the least? Yeah, I don't know what stage this is, but it's a stage I have not been to yet. I guess I could have started with a rando, but fuck it. This game is already random to me because I haven't played it. Yeah, fuck it. Start me here. Fuck yeah. We'll start right here. Fuck, suck dick. Love these enemies. It is funny though. With backgrounds, it becomes very hard to tell where I am, like, or recognize areas as much. Black backgrounds help. Because now you're forced with the black backgrounds to, like, just look at shit. And memorize your locations. But yeah, this is definitely a new area, right? This is not an area I've been to before. Oh, shit. I do think it's cool that there is a randomizer built into this port. It's fascinating. Who is I mean, again, it's a very specific person that a Kid Icarus rando is for. Along with just extra stuff. That Susie streamer? Why is everyone calling me oh, it's that streamer? What did I do? It's him. But yeah, we're almost done with the stream, by the way. Apologies, but Kid Icarus ported to the Super Nintendo with the backgrounds from the 3DS version, expanded music, some new, you know, wackiness, and also optionally a built-in randomizer. Which I say that as a side note when it's kind of a big fucking deal. I haven't the viral clips. I haven't really had any viral clips. Ugh. Not really. Unless there's something going around I don't realize. I get like, you know, whatever. I post shorts to YouTube. I post shorts to TikTok. I do, by the way. Not that anyone should watch them, but I do. They're typically the same as the ones on YouTube. And sometimes, like, can you endure this oh, God. Well, actually, yes, weirdly enough. I'm doing perfectly fine. Oh, okay, I should not have fucking said a single goddamn word. Nope, 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 nope. How long is this shit? God, the falling tiles in Zelda have never been as scary as this. This is going for a lot longer than I was expecting. Am I supposed to shoot them? Well done. Ooh, I don't know what any of this is. What is F? Just give me the bow. The bow's the coolest. Sorry, man, I shouldn't have posted that clip of you. If you posted a clip of me, feel free. I don't care. But I'm assuming you're joking. If you are being serious, then what clip is it? Share it. Fuck it, I want to know. Because I clearly don't. I don't, though, by the way. Like, don't just re-upload my content or whatever, but, you know. People just do whatever they want with it. Good, I was glad. I am a little glad, because that would make me, like, unnerved. You can't, but I don't care. People can do whatever they want. I'm perfectly fine with whatever. Not that I expect people to. Unless there's that one weird comment that's probably a bot of a guy being like, I just really like editing. Will you take me on as your editor for free? It's like, dude, just, if you want to do that, just do it. I don't care. I don't think I ever responded to him. I think I just didn't. Okay, what the fuck? I kind of want to come back to this. Kid Icarus. There's other games I'm playing, so maybe not soon. But... post any content? Good. Don't. It's a waste of time. I aspire to make stuff that people watch, I guess. God, it's so fucking bright. It really, like, looking at this on the screen, it's like, God, this is bright. On my stupid... I don't know, by the way, the scene I'm using right now that you can see, I made it look like an NES. I don't know why I did. I was just bored. I was like, I could do something more interesting with this, so I made an NES model layout. Which I guess looks fine. I don't know, it looks decent. I don't think it looks great, but... wow, that's death. I'm kind of enjoying Kid Icarus. I might return to this at some point, so I can actually, like, one day beat Kid Icarus. I did get a haircut. That was a day or two ago, though. My short hair. I know, I look like a goddamn fucking pixie or something. My hair is such a fuck. It's fucking shit. My hair gets real curly and weird, and I don't know how to deal with it. So I don't often, I just let it grow, then it gets unwieldy and I cut it. No worries, I know. I figured as much, I was just letting you know. I got it over the weekend. I was a very busy weekend. I went to vote. I had lunch with my parents. Well, I had lunch with my parents. They told me I could go early vote, so I went to vote immediately afterwards. I got my hair cut and went to the store. Very exciting. I was gonna get a vaccine as well while I was in the store. I was like, Kroger's giving me vaccines. I don't want the flu. Breast curls. No, it's not like curls. It's like wavy. It's like bridging the gap between wavy and curly, but not in like a good way. This randomizer is actually kind of fun. I actually kind of like this. I'm enjoying this. I was already enjoying the game, but the randomizer is kind of nice. I could see my... maybe I'll actually just do one stream as well of Kid Icarus, a separate one that's just the randomizer. That would be at a later date. This is kind of fun. Unironically fun. I think it randomly generates the enemies every time. But the levels you start from have changed. So if I were to go back and like, for example, if I would reset... you don't know how to stay out of the way of curls? No, I don't. I've never found a way for it to look good in my own head. I don't want a screenshot. Does it always start? Maybe it always starts here. I don't know. I wouldn't have thought it did. There's a TXT readme. Screens in the loading scrolling levels. Weird. Yeah, I don't know. Is this stage 1-1? I don't know. But I might come back to it because this is stage 1-1, isn't it? Or is it? With the backgrounds, I genuinely am having a hard time figuring out what level this is. I think they might just use the same background for rando. Oh, they got rid of the door. That's a fucking dick move. I need that. Okay, this is level 1. Yeah. But no, I am rubbish with hair. I told the hairstylist as much. I was like, just cut my hair, make it shorter. And you use your own judgment because I don't know how to cut hair. God damn it! I should have taken that. Imagine I beat it on randomizer before I even beat it originally. And at least at level 1 is a level I'm fucking used to. I can handle this. That was one I knew of. No! See anything about a Man of the Adventurer? Yes! I know it exists and I know a little bit of it. I don't have to play every indie horror slop. Or maybe I should check out a Man of the Adventurer. It's not like, here's the thing, none of these games, even though they are like successful, it's not like they've ever given me any more views than anything else. But you are right that I would still think it was fun. Maybe, you know, fuck it, maybe I will. It's $10. Again, I said, how long is it? Someone has 2 hours, someone has 10 hours, someone has 5 hours. I have no idea. I wanted to do some horror stuff. I still want to do some horror stuff. The week of Halloween, I want to just fuck everything else I'm playing and do horror things. I've already played some spooky stuff, like I did Yume Nikki, obviously, and I did in the week before I did Yearwalk. I am done here, by the way. Yeah, I know, the camera flip. The only way I could have the format, whatever. That's fun. This Kid Icarus port is great. If you're on YouTube, the link for it's in the description of the stream. It's fantastic. It really is. Unsurprisingly. I love this stuff. I do love this kind of stuff. It's not overhauling game completely, but some small tweaks to help people enjoy it more. And I like it. I might revisit it at least once more just for the rando aspect, because I did find that really fun. We'll see. There's plenty of other SNES ports that I have not gotten around to checking out. Some of which are... I'm more interested in the ones that are... They add stuff. Again, I played a Mario 1 SNES port that created its own Mario Maker. If you have not seen the stream where I played that, I genuinely suggest you check that one out. Either play it or watch the stream of that one, the VODs on YouTube, because it's really good. The game and the stream. Actually, the stream was great. But they ported Mario 1 to SNES and gave you a Mario Maker for that game where you could pause the game at any time, add blocks, and then keep playing and save it. That's crazy. And then Metroid 1, like they always do fun stuff. These are great. These SNES ports often are great, and they often do some crazy stuff. These coders are fucking insane. In the best way. But no, I'm done here. I'll probably resume the games I'm playing. There might be it might be a special stream on Friday. It might not be on my stream on Friday. We'll see. What happens? In the weekend, I don't know. I'll have to figure out what I want to play. But thanks for watching. Have a good night, everybody. Take care. I always appreciate them watching. Remember, if it's not fun, why bother? Bye-bye. Bye-bye.